Hi friends, so far in the earlier lesson we have discussed the Aruda Labha and the planets which occupy the 11th house from Aruda Lagna, which is called Aruda Labha. That is not over. Still we have to discuss many more aspects regarding Aruda Labha and different planets associated with Aruda Labha. Now we will move on further to the next step, that is Aruda Vyaya. The 12th house from Aruda Lagna is called Aruda Vyaya. The 11th house from Aruda Lagna is called Aruda Labha, whereas the 12th house from Aruda Vyaya is 12th house from Aruda Lagna is called Aruda Vyaya. Just as the planets associated with Aruda Labha or its lord indicate the gains which can be experienced by the native, in the same way the planets associated with the 12th house from Aruda Lagna or Aruda Vyaya indicate the losses or expenses incurred by the native. If benefic planets are associated with the 12th house from Aruda Lagna, the expenses will be for noble causes or generosity or charity, etc. If malefic planets are associated with the 12th house from Aruda Lagna, the expenses will be towards malefic intentions, vices, wasteful expenditure, etc. So there are some rules connected to Aruda Vyaya. For example, if Rahu is present in the 12th house from Aruda Lagna, if Rahu is present in the 12th house from Aruda Lagna, that is Aruda Vyaya, it is a Yoga Bhanga. Yoga Bhanga means it is detrimental to the progress of gains. It causes losses. It pulls down the horoscope. Then if Rahu, Moon or Venus or Kuja are associated with Aruda Vyaya, it is a clear Yoga Bhanga. The native becomes poor. If any one or all the three of the planets, Moon, Venus and Rahu alone or Venus alone or Moon alone or any of these two or all the three, if they are present in the 12th house from Aruda Lagna, it is a sure indication of misery or poverty. Added to this, if the Moon or Venus are influenced by Mars, either by aspect, or if Moon or Venus occupy the houses of Mars like Mesha or Vrishchika, and if they are present in Aruda Vyaya, let me be more clear. If Aruda Vyaya is occupied or aspected by Moon or Venus, and if those Moon or Venus occupy the houses of Mars or associated with Mars or aspected by Mars and are present in the 12th house from Aruda Lagna, it is a further indication of misery and poverty. Misery and poverty. One more important point is, if Moon, any planet, by Moon, any planet is in the 8th house from Aruda Lagna and aspects the 12th house from Aruda Lagna. I repeat, if there is a planet in the 8th house from Aruda Lagna and simultaneously aspects the 12th house from Aruda Lagna is a clear indication of loss or poverty. And if the planet in the 8th house is Moon or Venus or Rahu or any two of them or all the three, Moon, Venus or Rahu is present in the 8th house from Aruda Lagna and simultaneously aspects the 12th house from Aruda Lagna, it is a sure indication of poverty and misery. And this yoga is possible if the Aruda Lagna is a dual sign or a Dvisvabhava Rasi. For example, Mithuna or Kanya or Dhanus or Mena. These four are dual signs or Dvisvabhava Rasis. Mithuna is Aruda Lagna. Then what is the 8th house from Mithuna? 8th house from Mithuna is Makara, which is a mobile sign. Similarly, Kanya is a Dvisvabhava Rasi. If Kanya is Aruda Lagna, then the 8th house from Kanya is Mesha, a mobile sign. Similarly, if Dhanus is Aruda Lagna, Dhanus is a dual sign and the 8th house from Dhanus is Karkataka. So also Meena. If Aruda Lagna is a dual sign, the 8th house falls in a mobile sign. So any planet in that 8th house in a mobile sign certainly aspects the 12th house from Aruda Lagna, which happens to be a fixed sign. Mithuna is a dual sign. 8th house from Mithuna is Makara, a mobile sign. The 12th house from Mithuna is Vrashabha, which is a fixed sign. A planet in Makara aspects Mithuna. A planet in Makara aspects Vrashabha, which is the 12th house from Aruda Lagna. This is a very poor yoga, a yoga which causes poverty. Now, not only poverty, the native will not enjoy life. I will give you an example.